Many people endure workplace nightmares beyond just long hours or tight deadlines. These environments often turn toxic due to bosses whose behaviors push boundaries, disregard basic decency, and undermine employee morale. From chaotic management to outright hostility, employees across industries are subjected to the turmoil that bosses from hell can unleash. Today, we spotlight not only individual stories but also the types of behavior that turn workplaces into dreaded territories, where coming to work is a daily test of resilience. One infamous boss, known as Harry the Slob, left an indelible mark on his employees, but not in the way any leader should aspire to. Harry exhibited unsanitary behavior that stunned employees, often neglecting basic hygiene by not flushing the restroom, leaving staff to deal with the repulsive aftermath. Yet Harry's shocking disregard for cleanliness was just the start. His management style was chaotic and unstructured, fostering an environment rife with blame-shifting and last-minute adjustments that left employees frustrated, disoriented, and perpetually under stress. Meetings were either missed or handled with such minimal engagement that deadlines slipped constantly. When projects faltered, Harry rarely took responsibility, choosing instead to scapegoat subordinates. His blatant favoritism only worsened the situation, further fragmenting an already demoralized team, whose members struggled under petty micromanagement and erratic demands. This troubling example, however, is not isolated. Linda the Screamer made life unbearable for her employees by wielding her voice like a weapon, yelling to exert control and induce fear rather than motivate or guide. This toxic environment bred anxiety and left employees feeling demeaned and undervalued. Then there's Greg the Narcissist, who saw his team's successes as his own achievements to flaunt, while promptly blaming others when things went awry. He ignored feedback, fostered isolation among team members, and demanded constant praise, eroding any sense of unity within the team. And Susan the Ghost, a boss infamous for her frequent absences, left employees in a frustrating limbo, unable to move forward with projects due to her perpetual unavailability. Yet she would return periodically only to harshly critique and undermine progress, leaving her team feeling unsupported and expendable. The impact of these toxic bosses extends far beyond individual frustration. Employees subjected to such poor leadership often experience burnout, plummeting morale, and the sense of never being good enough. Anxiety becomes part of the job, and for many, the constant stress affects self-worth and well-being. The repercussions are not just personal. Companies with high concentrations of such leadership behaviors face high turnover rates and dwindling productivity as employees flee to less hostile work environments. Research consistently shows that a toxic leader costs an organization far more than a supportive one ever could. For those trapped in these unhealthy workplaces, survival strategies become essential. Documenting incidents and establishing boundaries can help protect one's peace, while building a support system can ease the burden. Seeking professional mental health support and, when possible, planning an exit strategy can also be powerful ways to maintain resilience in the face of adversity. It's also essential to remember that enduring these environments can teach employees crucial lessons about leadership and help them develop a better vision for what healthy, respectful leadership should look like. Ultimately, while bosses from hell are all too common, affected employees should not lose hope. Better work environments are out there, and the search is worth the reward of a workplace that fosters, rather than undermines, the well-being and growth of its people.